Pioneers. The Pi Network project may have been conceived and started a long time ago. But on March 14, 2019, the Pi Network software was officially launched and introduced to users. At this time, Pi Network started with nothing but promises and the white paper of the Pi core team along with the cryptocurrency revolution vision. The first pioneers to join the project were those who had absolute faith in the project. I wonder if anyone watching this video has been involved in Pi Network since 2019. Let us know. By October 30, 2019, the project had reached 1 million loyal users who mined for 3 consecutive sessions. In this first year, most people considered Pi Network a scam because people could only check in for rewards without anything else. You have to understand that at this time, the media constantly criticized the rudimentary nature of the Pi Network software and the naivety of the pioneers. During this time, when you introduced Pi Network to 10 people, 9 of them would laugh at you, while the remaining one would install and delete it the next day. You may think Pi Network is free, easy to earn, and see some people with tens of thousands of Pi coins, so you underestimate the value of Pi coin. But do you know that those people had to overcome the ridicule of those around them and choose to trust Pi Network year after year? Such unwavering trust, is it easy? And the results now prove their worthiness of those Pi coins. But I'm sure those who own so many Pi coins treasure them even more, and most of them lock up 90% of their Pi coins to continue mining Pi. After a year since its launch, on April 1, 2020, Pi Network entered the testnet phase and introduced the Pi Node software. Pioneers warmly welcomed and installed Pi Node even though they received no rewards at this time. Their trust in Pi Network was 100%. After a year, pioneers continued to introduce the project to others, still installed and ran nodes without receiving anything in return. The Pi Network project still had nothing to hold on to. Media outlets everywhere continued to claim that Pi Network was a scam because there was no blockchain, no real-world applications whatsoever. It was all just a check-in software, nothing more, nothing less. Pioneers perhaps wanted a monetary revolution so they could trust the Pi core team like that. The story didn't stop at making a little money from the project anymore. And on December 8, 2020, Pi Network reached 10 million loyal members. It was wonderful when Pi Network spread all over the world. The Pi core team still diligently worked on developing the project while the user community naturally grew. The project did not spend a penny on advertising. Whatever is good will naturally be embraced by everyone. Maybe at that time, you didn't trust Pi Network, and even now, you still don't believe in Pi Network. That's okay, Pi Network doesn't take anything from you, so there's no need for you to believe in it. But if you want to achieve something with Pi Network, you have to believe in it and contribute to it. Pioneers will receive rewards commensurate with their contributions. It's a fair and humane project for everyone. On April 1, 2021, the Pi core team introduced Pi Wallet and Pi Browser to users. At this point, pioneers began to see Pi coin and started transferring Pi coins to each other, but it was still in the testnet stage. However, it was a positive sign when pioneers could easily introduce Pi Network to new users with this testnet network. Currently, the Pi testnet network is still operational for applications to test before migrating to mainnet. Don't confuse Pi test and Pi mainnet. Pi test has no value, and you can receive 100 Pi test each time to learn how to use the Pi wallet. By June 2021, new developer tools were released to enable the development and release of software and applications on the Pi Network blockchain. Then the hackathon competition was launched by the Pi core team to attract developers to Pi Network. Pi Chain Mall is the winning dApps in the first hackathon competition. In December 2021, Pi Network entered the mainnet phase and officially announced its mainnet blockchain. At the same time, Pi Network introduced its own KYC app. This is an important milestone proving Pi Network to the world. Now Pi Network is not just a check-in reward software anymore. It has a blockchain. And only those who pass KYC can transfer their reward Pi to mainnet on their app and use Pi coins. For the first time, pioneers could see and own their Pi coins. It's also a slap in the face for those who thought Pi Network was a scam. However, now that Pi Network is not a scam anymore, many people think Pi will be worthless. No one will buy Pi coin from those who mine it for free. And after conducting mainnet, the Pi core team also banned the buying and selling of Pi with cash or other cryptocurrencies. Those who don't believe in Pi have more reason to say Pi coin is not listed on exchanges. Pi Network is not a project developed to be listed on exchanges. It is truly a cryptocurrency revolution and will bring sustainable value to those who believe in it, contribute to it. By the end of 2021, Pi Network had reached 25 million active members. However, at this time, the number of people KYC'd and received Pi coin on the mainnet is still very low. dApps on the Pi Network still have nothing. The ecosystem that the Pi core team is aiming for is still far from being achieved. On P-Day 2022, the Pi core team officially conducted mass KYC for all Pi Network users. Most pioneers received KYC invitations at this time. Then, a year later, Pi ecosystem was introduced to users on P-Day 2023. This is where applications are developed. Users can try and evaluate applications on the Pi Network ecosystem. This is the time when Pi Network develops, consolidates its internal strength, and develops the number of users. Stop for a moment if you haven't seen this point in Pi Network. Pi Network has loyal users, but they still have nothing to do with their Pi coins. It means Pi Network still doesn't have any real-world applications. Yet, many people still join Pi Network just to see if Pi has been listed on any exchanges and at what price Pi coin is trading. The Pi Network pyramid is building up brick by brick, value by value, and you need to see how much value Pi Network has already achieved. In June 2023, Fireside Forum was introduced to users, and this is the first Pi coin with a useful value application. It's a Web3 social network where with Twitter, Facebook, you have to pay monthly to confirm you're real. With Fireside Forum, you'll use Pi coin and only have to pay once. Have you seen the value of Pi Network now? If the project continues to develop and continues to launch applications like Fireside Forum, when all those applications require Pi coin to use all their features, you can see that the demand for Pi coin is endless and the value of Pi coin is guaranteed to develop sustainably. Along with the applications developed by the Pi core team, external developers have joined Pi Network and developed their own dApps. Pioneers should pay attention to how to use Pi coin in the Pi Network ecosystem. Don't just focus on how to sell Pi coin. It's not time for us to harvest Pi coin yet. What price do you want to harvest Pi coin? $1, $10, or $1,000? It all depends on your vision. And most recently, on P-Day 2024, the Pi core team once again delighted pioneers by announcing Pi Platform and Pi Ad Network, a platform to help large companies jump into advertising with the large community of 55 million members of the Pi Network. Now Pi coin has additional value with not only pioneers but also with large companies. Every day, we see more and more the value of using Pi coin. And let's not forget the Pay with Pi movement that has emerged all over the world. Now you're just afraid you don't have Pi coin to use. Not afraid that no one will buy Pi coin. Focus on what Pi coin can be used for and compare it to other cryptocurrencies. Besides trading them on exchanges, what else can they do? This is the true value of Pi Network. The 5-year journey has passed, and the foundation of Pi Network has been built stronger than ever. The next 5 years will be the process of Pi Network reaching new heights, which will be fast since the hardest time for the project has passed. Let's continue this journey together, trust the project, and bet on the big achievement of Pi Network. If you've had to bet and only hope for a small victory, I think you should stop. Good luck, pioneers!